What is going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect, YouTube's best kept secret. Hold up, y'all know y'all about to get that one again. One more time for the folks in the back. YouTube's best kept secret, the leader of the Wolfpack, the owner of the wettest shot in all the land. I'm back today with a brand new NBA 2K17 Pro-Am gameplay, folks. Hold on. It's a couple of faces over there on the left. You looking at them dudes like Spade. I don't know no Lucky. I don't know no Rated. Who are these dudes? These better not be Tryouts, fam, because you promised us a live stream. I know that's what y'all saying, right? That's facts. That's big facts, actually. But I'm going to tell you what happened. Your boy kind of had his dates mixed up. I forgot that I was supposed to be out of town this entire week. If you guys been looking at the channel thinking, damn, Spade, what a content. This is supposed to be the daily Pro-Am spot. Where's the content? Hey, I got my dates mixed up. I'm trying to get big enough to hire me an assistant, fam. You know what I'm saying? So I can not make these kind of mistakes. But I got my dates mixed up. I forgot I was going to be out of town. And I just was trying to get a bunch of content recorded so I could drop it while I was gone. And I ain't do a good job of that either. So anyway, better late than never. Here we go. This is the tryout. Now, a couple of things I want to explain before I get to the play-by-play commentary. First of all, this isn't I say, although it looks an awful lot like them. That's a whole long story, but to make a long story short, I was in my career game. I'm trying to get Hall of Fame badges for Mob. I feel like I might be playing a little more PG, who knows? But I didn't want to ask out and I didn't want to file out because I felt like I was closing in on some badges. So I just got Rap to invite me to his mock court. That's why he looks like I say. I wasn't able to change his hair at the time and all that other good stuff. Now, other thing I want you guys to know is this right here. I didn't reply to any comments in that video. The video where I came out and said, look, we're going to have to do some recruiting. I didn't reply to anybody, and I didn't reply on purpose. Nah, your boy didn't go Hollywood. That ain't it. I just didn't want to give off hints to who I was looking at. So I looked at all that stuff, and I hit up some people. I'm going to hit up some more people, but I didn't want to indicate to others basically who got the interview and who didn't. You know what I'm talking about? So that's the game plan. So, as you can see, man, we are out here with Lucky. We out here with X-Rated. Was it X-Rated? Hold up. I don't think it was X-Rated. Tell me this man name ain't X-Rated. I don't even know. But we're going to call him Rated anyway. So, Rated is a sharp. Lucky is a lockdown defender. Y'all already know I got a soft spot in my heart for lockdown defenders. I like the way that they can help, you know, turn the game around. A lockdown defender can completely change the game. So, these guys were the first two guys I hit up. They jumped out here, and we was instantly thrown into a competitive game. Now, because we've been taking some losses here lately, we were once upon a time E5, top 50 on the leaderboards. We fell back, E4, at least we were still top 100. We took some more L's, and we fallen all the way back to E3. Now, I'm mentioning this because I've heard some grumblings like, oh, Spade be showing games against scrubs. Fam, I just got a question for you. Who else on YouTube shows daily Pro-Am videos? I'll wait. So since your brain ain't big enough to comprehend this, homie, I got you. If I'm gonna show you a gameplay every single day, it ain't no way I can show you all competitive games. Some of these games gonna be against great teams. Some of them not gonna be, bro. The only thing you can do is drop your dislike and head on out. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. I ain't losing no sleep over your dislike, bro. It ain't even that serious. Now, so we jumped out here. We're playing an E4 team. That was pretty good for me. I know this don't mean they the top team in the world before somebody states the obvious, but I like this because I wanted to see how they would react. Like, I didn't want to jump out here and get like a pro team because, I mean, everybody looked good against pro teams, right? Now, whether this team is good or not, I mean, we don't know. Like, we ain't got deep enough into the game. We still early in this game. Hopefully, it's going to be a bit of a chess match. I'm looking at the way I'm playing. During this game, in the first quarter, I kept trying to facilitate, and they really was playing like they wanted your boy to just go off and just start scoring. So at some point, we made some adjustments, and I figured they're going to make some too. But that's not what I'm talking about. Whether this team is going to be good or bad, we don't know yet. But mentally, if they're trying out for the team and they see an E4 team, and we're an E3 team, they're going to be like, oh, okay, I might have to bring it a little harder. You never know how it affects people mentally. So I was glad that we jumped out here, and the first thing we saw was an E4 team. Now, you know me, I still want to get the dub if we can, but I'm also looking to see how they react. Looking to see how they play this zone, because zone defense is super important to TMM. We run zone like 90% of the time, and you have to be able to play it. And also, we don't run it necessarily textbook. Like, we ain't running Syracuse zone out here. Like, I told them this when they got into the party. I said, look, I know somebody might say, technically, when this guy cut, this guy's supposed to pick up. We might not do it that way, but we do a ton of communicating. So you're going to have to talk. I can't have somebody on the team that's shy. You don't want to talk in the mic, or nah, we got to be like, fam, look, when he do that, I'm going to do this, you do this. We do a lot of that. And then, after you do that for a few times and you start to build that chemistry, it becomes like a muscle reflex or whatever, muscle memory. You know exactly what to do when you see this person bust that move or do this, whatever. All right, I'm all over the place. Let's get into it. Enough of the chit chat. I feel like it is set up. Let me give you guys the gameplay. We got a real competitive game, and it's kind of my fault. They really giving me some looks that I just haven't been aggressive enough to take. They're doing a great job of playing the passing lane, and that's the same thing they was doing to me. I would come down the court, and they would beat up, but they wasn't really defending me. They was playing the pass for me, and you know me, when I play the one, I got this mentality that I need to be setting people up. I'm not a huge fan of the teams that the point guard, like if the team got 60 and the point guard got 50. Like, I'm just not a huge fan of that. I ain't knocking it, but for me, if I'm going to run the one, I want to distribute if I can. Now, I mean, if you guys just going to play the passing lanes, if that's all you're going to do, I'll be a fool to just keep throwing the ball where you standing. You know what I'm saying? I got to make the adjustment. So I feel like at this point in the game, like, man, it's the second quarter, 2 minutes to go. It's a 1-point game, and I know I can contribute more than I've been contributing. So I'm going to hit these boys with these Euros, basically. They're going to get some Euros. They're going to get some spin jumpers because your boy been up in that shot off the dribble. So they finna get all of that. And hopefully, after I get going and start doing what I know I can do, then they going to get out of them passing lanes, and I can get these tryouts to drop these rainmakers like my boy Rated just did right there. Now, let me talk about these dudes from like a cool standpoint, because that sounds crazy, but it's important to me, man. I keep telling y'all I'm the old grumpy guy. So you got to vibe with me. Way before we get to the game, like whether you nice on the sticks or not, that's important. Don't get me wrong, that's super important. But I don't care if you a god on the sticks. I ain't trying to run with no dickhead. You know what I'm saying? You got to vibe. You just got to fit. So both of these dudes fit. Now, Rated was more talkative than Lucky. Like, Rated, he fit right in instantly. He was cracking jokes with us. I was like, cool. Like, from a personality standpoint, he got it. Now, Lucky, what initially got Lucky to call was this man got like 6 my players. Now, usually that scares me because everybody, you can create a bunch of my players. That don't mean that you know how to play all those positions properly. You can go out there and put, my career on rookie and get buckets at every position. That, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. But from a pro-am standpoint, I need to know which one of these positions you most identify with. You look at me. I got 3 characters over the 2 consoles. I got a sharpshooter, I got a lockdown defender, I got this point forward. I don't think I'm trash with either one of them, but I think I'm a better sharpshooter when my shot is falling. But I'm saying, I don't come out here and control the game as well as a point guard would. You look at me when I run the one, I don't think I'm bad at all. But I don't think I'm the best option this team got at the one, which is why I'm saying it's still a possibility I'm going to add a PG too. I just wanted to come out here. This game, the PG is so important. That's the scariest thing for me to try out. So, I don't know. I'm going to get to it. I'm going to eventually get to it. But for this game, I wanted to come out here. I know, even though I'm not great, I know what I'm going to do. I know I can get mine. I know I can set people up. I know when to shoot, when to pass. Most times. I got to make sure I say that. Most times. Sometimes your boy don't. So, already I'm like, okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We put Lucky in the zone that we have the most issues with. I don't know why it is, fam, but where he was standing right there on offense, that zone right there, top right corner, that zone gives us fits. It's so enticing to want to drop down off the cut, a drop down and try to get a rebound, a drop down to double team the big. It is enticing, trust me, fam. I think I'm a great zone defender. They have put me in that corner, and at times I catch myself out of position. Matter of fact, I was out of position quite a few times in this video, in my zone. You'll see it. I put a few of them in there, not too many, because I ain't want y'all to come in here and be like, Spade, I thought you was a good zone defender, bro. What the hell were you doing at the... I like when y'all do that. Like, that really cracked me up when you be like, at the so-and-so mark. Because I won't remember, and I go through and look and be like, damn, they right. Look at me. What am I doing right there? You know what I'm saying? So y'all kind of crack me up when y'all do that. But zone-wise, I was looking at Lucky like, whoa. Okay, he got that zone. I'm digging that. When we needed him to knock a shot down, he knocked the shot down. Now, Rated came out and struggled with his shot early. I looked at his player card and I saw that he played a ton of park. So I said, okay, I know when I go to the park, my first game or 2 at the park, I can't find my jumper. After a couple of games, I'm Gucci. Then when I get back to Pro-Am, the first game or two, I can't find my shot. So I asked him during the game, I said, I looked at your player card, you play a lot of park, right? He was like, yeah, I like Pro-Am. But it just got to the point where I didn't have people to run with. I wanted to play online, so I just went to the park. I said, I get it. I think that's why you somewhat struggled with your jumper at first. And as we continued to run, my man found his green light. Like he was out there getting soap bars. I liked it. Back to the game. I know, I'm rambling. 6-point game out here. We took off on them for a minute. We got a little bit sloppy. Like I said, whether you think they're good or not, they still an E4 team. The experience is there. I knew they was going to go on a bit of a run, and they did. Now, I don't want to lose this game. I don't want to lose this game because I don't like to lose. But fam, I don't want to lose this game because I don't know how these guys are going to take to losing. And at some point, we got to lose because I got to see how they handle it. But damn it, I don't want it to be on my watch. I don't want it to be on my watch. So the game plan for us right now needs to be to get buckets by any means necessary. If that means that I got to do this right here, cut to the basket, get the defense to crash, kick it out to Philly for the 3, then I'm about it. I just got to get this dub. It ain't got to be pretty. I've never been one of those dudes to be like, ah man, we only won by 2 or 3. I'd be like, woo, that win was Teresa. Good win, and then we go ahead and move on to the next one. I just want the dub. Late in the stretch, man, I feel like these guys played well. The team played well enough to get the dub. I ain't really talk much about my teammates, you know, my guys that you know, because you pretty much know what you're going to get from them. Rap going to knock down tough shots. Philly going to do what he need to do. Philly was actually pretty epic in defending the rim early in this game. I think he may have had like 4 or 5 block shots at the half. And then in the second half, you know, he helped us out in other ways. He bailed us out with some big threes. You saw a couple of threes in the corner. I would drive a cut, the defense would crash, and right here you see how it worked out. The big didn't crash because he had just gave up 6 points from that corner 3. So I just took it right up. Whatever way I can find to break your defense, that's what I'm going to do. But we still ain't out of the woods. Now, it's a 3-point game. The good news is this team hasn't necessarily killed it from outside. They also doing that thing where they think they need a 3 instead of like a 2 and a stop. And, you know, like they playing for the 3. And really, if we get a stop right here, the game is ours. They put up a shot. They can't get the shot to go. They put up another shot. They couldn't get that one to go. All we got to do is hold the ball. It's just one problem. It's one problem. This dude at the 1 ain't took a 3. I ain't made a 3, fam. Oh, man, that's so crazy, man. The team was so tight when I did that. I told him, I said, look. I'm not going to let us lose. I know that was a dumbass shot. Y'all don't understand how much I needed that in my life. Like, it was calling me. That's that sharpshooter in me, man. All I had to do was hold the rock. We would have got out of here with the dub. But it was like, Spade, you ain't shot no rainmakers, fam. Make it rain. It actually said that to me, and I had to try for it. Luckily, we still get the dub. If we'd have lost this game, man, I would have felt like crap. But I had to pull that 3. I just had to. It's in me. Anyway, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, drop that like. If you are new here and you like the content, go ahead and hit subscribe. And look, if you're looking for a tryout, if I hadn't hit you up, that don't mean you're not getting a shot, fam. Just be patient with me. It's a lot of names, and I'm trying to give people a series of games before I kind of drop my grades on them, right? So anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.